Welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to be showing you something that will help your singles game. Personally, I'm primarily a singles player, and primarily I've been a baseline player all my career, but I've been adding in the serve and volley, and it's been really helping me out. It's a great way to mix it up. It's a great way to keep your opponents off balance. So I'm going to be showing you all the things you need to know when you do add that little bit of serve and volley to your game. All right, so the toss, how do I get that toss further out into the court? There's two ways you can do it. I'll show you the way I do it. My normal toss is I like to drop my hands, turn, throw this ball up and kind of let it just drop maybe a foot inside the baseline, a little bit off to my right. This is how I get full extension. But for this toss, I want the ball further out in front. So as I drop my hands, I separate and I keep my left hand out in front. This allows me to toss that ball further into the court versus my normal toss where I'm here. I'm also going to let go of the ball a little bit earlier. My normal toss, I would let go of the ball about eye to forehead height. For this one, I'll probably let go a little bit earlier so I can get it out there and throw it out there and get everything going forward. The second way that I see pros getting that toss out into the court is something that I've heard called the reverse J. And Federer does this, a lot of great players do this. They bring that left hand back like I was showing you before. They come in down here, and then as they come around, they go all the way here, and they throw it back into the court that way. That toss is great because it allows you to get the shoulder a lot more coiled and turned so you can load a little more. Either way is fine, but that's how you're going to get that toss out into the court and really explode into the court and get ready for that first volley or half volley off the return. All right, so now that you know how it works, let's put it into practice. Here we go. All right, so now that you've got that toss going into the court, you're loading your legs and exploding forward so you can get as close to the net as you can before your opponent makes contact. We've got to talk about what type of serve you're hitting, and we're hitting the slice serve. What is a slice serve? A slice serve can only be accomplished with a continental grip. If you're not serving with your continental grip, you're basically only able to bump the ball flat like this. So we've got our continental grip. I'm getting that ball out in front, but it's going to be a little bit to my right still. And the reason is I want to be putting a combination of some side spin and also a little bit of top spin. I call it like a hybrid serve. There's top spin, making the ball go up. You're going to need some arc over the net, and also side spin, which is going to make that ball curve to the left. So when I serve and volley, remember, I want to be serving into the body. So because the ball is curving left and my toss is off here to the right, I'm going to aim probably 3 feet to the right of my target, which is the center of the box. All right, so now that you know how it works, let's put it into practice. Here we go. It's a great serve for two reasons. Number one, it's a high percentage serve. You've got some net clearance, you've got a lot of spin on it, so it's easy to control, it's easy to make that serve. But secondly, it's giving you time to get into the court. If you hit a flat serve where you're trying to bomb an ace before you get to the net, you're not going to get very far and you're going to be digging balls out of your feet. So that slice serve is the perfect serve when you want to serve and volley. All right, so I've just got my toss into the court. I've loaded up my legs. I'm exploding forward, running in as fast as I can. And now comes probably the most important aspect of being a good serve and volleyer, and that's the split step. So why do we split step? The reason that we split step is that we've got to be ready to move in any direction. If we just serve and keep running right through the volley, we're fine if the ball comes right to us. But if they place the ball off to the left of me, off to the right, or over my head, it's going to be really hard to change directions. So as I'm coming in, I'm sprinting in as fast as I can, but when I see it hit their racket strings, I split, and now I'm ready to move in any direction. And once that happens, I'm going to see the ball. It's going to come off their strings. So from there, my next move is to move forward and to move through the volley. and I move through the volley with my legs. I don't want to split, wait for the ball, hit a volley, and then run in again. I want to run through this volley. This is a little different than a volley when you're already up to the net. So we're in this transition zone, we're splitting, and we're trying to make that volley as we move through the ball. The way it's going to look is I'll split. If it's to my backhand, I'll be loading off my left leg and pushing off this left leg, hitting the volley as I move through, and I'll probably land on my right leg after I hit the volley. So it's like a split, left leg out, and then I push through and I continue up to the net, getting ready to split a second time when they make contact again. Same thing on the forehand. If I come in and split and I see it's a forehand, I'm going to load on my right leg, get my racket ready, and push forward and transition to the net. Another real big key on that first volley is there's no swinging at all. It's just a unit turn. The racket stays there and I push forward. There's very little racket movement. You cannot swing on this volley like you would on a volley when you're already up to the net. All right, so now that you know how it works, let's put it into practice. Here we go. All right, so I've just taken my split step. I've moved through the ball. I'm in front of the service line. I've got to know where to place this volley, and there's two things you need to know. Number one, if the ball is low, if your opponent's able to hit a good low return, you've done your split, the ball's down low. When that happens, you will always play that volley in front of you down the line. And the reason is that you've got to be able to cover the next shot. If I take this low volley and place it cross court, I'm way out of position. I'm not able to hurt them with this volley because it's so low. So if I did go cross court, I would be leaving that line open because I'm not able to get over here and cover that shot. So I want to play it down the line, a lot like an approach shot. I go through that volley and then I just move forward and I'm right here. I'm in position. I'm able to cover the line, and I can also cut off the angle if they decide to try to pass me cross court. The second thing that might happen is they might pop it up. Let's say I hit a great serve, it jams them, the ball pops up. I come in and I split and I see that ball coming up high. Now I have the option of taking it cross court. I can take this high ball and knock it off the court. And the reason I can is because I can hurt them with that high ball. I can finish the point. I might even hit a winner, or maybe it'll be such a good shot that they'll barely get it back, so it won't matter that I'm out of position. So I've got to be aware of where their returns are. Low balls go down the line in front of you. High balls, you can go either way. You can finish cross court. Whichever shot you choose, you always follow the ball. So if I take that ball cross court and volley it over there, I've got to follow the ball and go over here and cover that line. If I decide to take it down the line, same thing. I'll play it down the line and I'll come over here and cover the line on this side. So low balls go down the line, high balls you have options, and follow the ball so you're in position for the next shot. All right, so watch now as I show you how I position these low and high volleys as I get myself transitioned to the net. All right, so there you have some of the basics to serving and volleying. And remember, I don't expect you to totally transition to become a serve and volleyer. I don't want to do that either. But if you can learn to throw that in once in a while, add it in maybe once or twice a game, throw it in during a big point, you're going to see results. And secondly, you're going to get better at it. When you first start serving and volleying, you're probably not great at it. You probably didn't know some of these basics. But now that you have the basics in hand, you can go out there and practice it, and you will get better, and you will throw your opponents off. They're not going to be expecting it. So get out there, work on your serve and volley, make some variety into your game, make your game more unpredictable, and I'm sure you'll see better results. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please do that. That helps us out, and we'll see you next week with another video.